There is now a new political party in our state, the New Mexico Working Families Party. It's a minor party, but they've already made some big waves in this past primary election. News 13's Rachel Knapp is live in the studio tonight to explain. Rachel?
Dean, this new group considers themselves a progressive party focused on working family issues. They say they're willing to partner with Democrats and Republicans who share their goals.
Outside of the three major parties, the Democrats, Republicans, and Libertarians, New Mexico's three minor parties are the Green Party, the Constitution Party, and the Better for America Party. Now the state has added a fourth to the minor group, the New Mexico Working Families Party.
We use the word progressive, although we like to say that we are working families, which are much broader than quote-unquote progressive values. They include things like a living wage, things like universal health care, Medicare for all is one thing we support.
New Mexico's new minor party is already established in states like New York and Connecticut, but they're pushing for more Democrats here in New Mexico if those Dems share their values. Just this past primary election, the group was able to unseat incumbent Democrats in key leadership positions and trying to replace them with candidates they endorse. They unseated Senate Pro Tem Mary Kay Papin and the chairman of the powerful Senate Finance Committee, John Arthur Smith.
In the Democratic primary that just passed, we worked very, very hard to elect Democrats in the primary who shared our values. And there were several incumbents who frankly were out of touch with what even Democrats say they believe in.
The party is also pushing for open primaries to include voters who've registered with minor parties. And they want to push what's called fusion voting.
If you, for example, if you're an elected official or you want to be an elected official and you say, I agree with this Democratic candidate, this Democratic platform, and with the Working Families platform, why couldn't I run as both? Which is what happens in New York, in Connecticut, in South Carolina, in Oregon, in many, many states.
Republicans tell us they believe this new wave of progressives could hurt the Democratic Party.
I think the Democrat voters are going to look for somebody who will be representing the traditional values of New Mexico, and the progressives do not represent those traditional values.
New Mexico has a lot of issues today, and we need to be worried about the issues facing New Mexico and all those families that are hurting. Sounds like to me there's more dissension in the Democrat Party.
But some Democrats think otherwise.
Definitely we think that there's a lot of space in our party for different viewpoints, and that includes a lot of wonderful progressives who contribute to the conversation within the Democratic Party. So, we do think there's still lots of space within our party for those discussions and for progressive viewpoints as well.
The Working Families Party tells me they are trying to get one incumbent Senator, Jerry Ortiz y Pino, on the ballot as the state's first fusion vote for the Democratic Party and the Working Families Party. We reached out to the senator but did not make contact. Dean, back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you. After this special session, lawmakers agreed that independent voters could cast their ballots in the primary election if they register with a major party by Election Day.